if you've been listening, it's National Vodka Day, so we're going to be celebrating with the spirits with our friend Renee Allen. Hello.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
Yes, Renee is the director of the Wine Institute of New England and a professor in the hospitality program at the University of New Haven. She is a certified specialist of spirits, so she is here, the kind that you drink, that is.
I was going to say.
Not the kind for Halloween.
Maybe. All right, so my first question was, Renee, is there a difference between vodkas? Because you can go into the store, there's 50 different brands, all different price points.
There's actually well over 1,500 different vodkas and over 500 flavored vodkas now on the market. It has the biggest share of the spirits marketplace right now for U.S. consumption. And there is a difference. Technically, it's supposed to be flavorless, colorless, odorless, but there are things that do distinguish them, the base material that's used. So, for instance, Grey Goose, this one is a French wheat that's being used. The Chopin is using potatoes. Tito's, very popular right now, is using corn. And the Ciroc uses grapes. And you can actually use anything. If you can ferment it, you can use it to make vodka.
So all these different things. So what is vodka? What makes it vodka?
What makes it vodka? It's just something, it's a fermentable item that's gone through fermentation and then distillation up to 190 proof. It's got to be at least 190 proof.
Now, let me ask you another question. It's like it always says triple distilled, fourple distilled, quadruple distilled.
Because the more you distill it, the more you're taking out these what we call congeners, and those are the things that give vodka taste, flavor, and color, and that's what we're trying to take out. But then we have to dilute it with water before we bottle it, so to bring it down in ABV. So a lot of people think it's the water that distinguishes the difference.
Isn't that
So if you're to say gluten-free, you need to be careful about which vodka you buy.
Yeah, exactly. So the corn is gluten-free, and I actually have a local vodka here that's made with corn as well from Westford Hill Distillers. They do one. The grapes you could certainly have on the gluten-free diet. But for instance, this one uses Alaskan glacial water to dilute, and so they really market it as that being the distinguishing factor. Yeah.
Okay, so now, again, I want to go in, and the other day, my friends, we were in Tuscany, we went out, we bought Grey Goose, because the only thing they'll drink, it was $61 a bottle over there. Absolute was $20 a bottle.
Right.
Is there a difference between Absolute and Grey Goose? Marketing.
Difficult for me to comment on that, but a lot of it is marketing. I mean, Grey Goose's whole program was to go in at a upper end level.
And they got me. They win.
It's one of my favorite vodkas, so it's a very good vodka.
Okay, me too. That's really all I drink.
But Absolute is fine too.
Everyone's talking about the Moscow Mule. You've seen that in all the magazines. That's the trendy drink. What's a Moscow Mule?
It's trendy. It's also the 75th anniversary of the Moscow Mule. So Moscow Mule is actually quite simple. It is vodka, lime juice, and ginger beer in a special copper Moscow Mule mug and some ice. And I'm actually just going to grab the Smirnoff, because this one came, we didn't actually have American vodka or anything being produced here until 1933.
Really?
And yes, the Smirnoffs, they had to leave Russia in 1917 because of the October Revolution. Eventually, they sold the rights to market and produce their vodka here in the United States, but it wasn't doing well. Because as Americans, we were used to brown spirits. We liked whiskey, we liked rum. Nobody wanted vodka. So eventually, the original person who had it, which by the way was in Connecticut, the first vodka plant was in Connecticut, Bethel, Connecticut. But he sold the rights to John Martin from the Hubline Corporation, that's A1 steak sauce. Marketing genius. He came up with a bunch of different plans, and the Moscow Mule is one of them. So he actually created, under the Smirnoff brand, the Moscow Mule. And it was supposedly because nobody would drink this vodka, and he had a friend who had a pub who had ordered too much ginger beer. So they brought it together,
and they made a drink.
And they made a drink.
All right, so let's show us how we do it. Yeah.
All right. So very simple. You're going to take, well, I should show, a lime.
A lime.
You
put the lime in the coconut.
That's it. However you want to juice it. I like to use this little contraption. It's fast, it's easy.
I think it's the best idea ever.
I have one of those at home. It's so fun. Yeah.
Then we're going to put in 2 ounces of vodka. I am using the Smirnoff traditional.
Okay.
Then we're going to fill it up with as much ice as we want. I like a lot of ice. That's all they
Which they don't have in Europe.
Right.
They just are void of ice over there. There's not a cube in the whole place.
They just tell you to drink it, huh?
Tomorrow I'm going to bring on an idea that they have over there. They show you how to make ice. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow on the show.
We're going to top it off with as much ginger beer as you feel like.
Does ginger beer taste like ginger ale? What is it?
It's non-alcoholic, first of all. I know it has the word beer in it. A lot of people think it's alcoholic, but it's not. It's sort of a soda, a carbonated soda, but it's very, very potent with the ginger, of course, yeah. It's got a real bite to it, which is why I think they call it the Moscow Mule, because mules kick. So it has a kick to it.
Very good.
So some people would just drink this plain.
Absolutely.
And if you like ginger, it's like a strong ginger ale.
Yeah,
now you've got more lime.
You always want a little garnish, so you're going to put a little lime wheel on top of your Moscow Mule, and I've already made some for you too.
Oh, boy.
I also have pumpkin vodka. We didn't talk about that. All right. So the flavored vodkas, yeah.
Let's try. I actually never tried one of these before.
I'm not a huge fan of ginger or beer, so it doesn't really. All right, my last question is before we go.
It's very refreshing, like fall. Pumpkin.
Last question is, I've always heard if you add juice, cranberry juice, orange juice, whatever kind of juice to the vodka, it doesn't make a difference what kind of vodka you're using because the juice kind of ruins it anyway.
Once you start mixing, it makes, it's less important what kind of vodka you use.
Yeah. Okay.
So plain is good.
All right, so everything is pumpkin, and there is a pumpkin vodka.
Flavored one, yes. That is from Crop, and they're organic.
Oh, that smells delicious.
Organic spice pumpkin. So there's lots of ideas for how you can add that. I've heard to really hot apple cider, and that's a nice thing to do.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to get through the rest of the show.
All right.
If you're interested in signing up for a class, or you simply have a passion for wine,
you can find more information by visiting wineinstituteofnewengland.com.
Renee,